Video is 5 causes of boredom and 4 ways to overcome boredom. As a high school teacher, I taught for 33 years. On the first day of class, I would always ask, well, tell me your name, why you took this class, and what you did this summer. One of the most common things said was nothing. I didn't do anything this summer. I said, you mean you went to bed in June and woke up this morning? And the truth is, most people live pretty boring lives and pretty meaningless lives. Look on social media, how when people are posting pictures of their food or taking selfies in the mirror, their life is probably pretty boring. So here's 4 reasons why people get bored so easily. First of all, unreal expectations of life. Like life is not constant comfort and entertainment and party and stuff. Life is up and down. It's a roller coaster. In Ecclesiastes lists 28 seasons of life. It says there's a time to born, the time to die, a time to weep, a time to rejoice, a time for sorrow, a time to be glad. You can go through lonely times and rough times and great times and all kinds of variety of times. That makes life exciting and life the challenge. And a lot of times we grow during the downtime. So if you think, you deserve a life of constant pleasure and comfort and happiness, man, that's not what life is about. Okay, second, worry as a culture, I'm not talking about teenagers, adults too, an addiction to electronic stimulus. Our attention span, because of the phone, is down to 8 seconds. A goldfish is 9 seconds. Our mind wanders 47% of the time. So when you're listening to a coach, you're in class, or even in a conversation with a friend or a relative, your mind is wandering almost half the time. And I thought, well, is that true? Because my mind wanders all the time. When I pray, my mind wanders. That's why I use a list. But anyway, I was in church taking notes on the sermon. I take notes so I can review and focus. And every time my mind wandered, I made a tally mark. And by the end of the sermon, I had 35 tally marks. And so, man, we're just not a blob. We don't be a blob, just addicted to electronic stimulation. We need to overcome that. The phone is like a hammer. It's neutral. It can be used to destroy or build. And we should use it to glorify God and encourage and build up people. But it shouldn't be just our comfort and our addiction and stuff. Try not to sleep with your phone. And so that's something just like you have to overcome anger and negativity and laziness. Man, you need to overcome just like constantly looking at your phone. Here's a little video about the phone.
Yeah, I've been hearing about lots of crazy things happening tonight. Things you don't forget. Things people be talking about for weeks.
Dana, what is it? It's nobody. Everyone must be hanging out somewhere else. Guess you're missing out.
Randy Talbot's parents are letting him have a party in their abandoned plot of land. Everyone's tweeting about it. Wish I didn't have to work tonight.
It's Julie's sorority thing. Everyone's posting about it. Weren't you invited? Well, no. She said it was a small thing. Oh my God. Even Tom was invited. Tom with the skin thing. Hi, I'm looking for Holly.
Holly's not been here since about an hour ago when she left to go to the movies.
That's impossible. We were supposed to go together. Foursquare says people are hanging out at McSwiggan's Ale House and TGI Fridays. I have to choose. What are you gonna do? I'll just stop by one, and then I'll head to the other. These people, they're having so much fun without me. What am I supposed to do about this, Juno? Juno? Come on. Come on. No. No. No.
Hey, Dana, it's Mike.
Oh my God, come on.
Everyone's hanging out. Where are you?
Come on.
Hey, where are you? You're missing the best night ever. Look who's got us to the bar.
Wait! Wait!
Go to Bonnaroo!
I want to go to Bonnaroo! God, please!
Dana, if you still want to hang, we're all going to be at happy.
Where's everybody hanging out?
Okay, that's a video about being a FOMO. It stands for fear of missing out. It originally started kind of as a joke, and this is an acronym someone made up. It's actually an approved medical term because it's actually a real thing that people do have fear of missing out. And being involved in social media kind of increases that and stuff. And just remember, when people are posting stuff, they're not posting the downtimes, they're posting the highlights. So if they go to Silverwood, they're not going to show you standing in line for 45 minutes. They'll show you the highlight of the 3-minute roller coaster ride. And so anyway, don't be a FOMO. Okay. Self-centeredness. If people are bored, they're thinking about themselves. When as high school students say, well, I'm bored. I said, I didn't know why you're bored. And they go, why? I go, because you're thinking about yourself. And that seemed kind of offended and taken back, but they didn't have it come back because they know it's true. If you're bored, it's because you're thinking about yourself. You go to a high school of 1,600 students, all right? Most of them, about 2/3, have low self-esteem. Everybody needs encouragement. Everyone has a hurt. Everyone has a problem. And if you focus on other people, your day is going to be a lot more exciting. What if you had 7 periods a day? What if every period you had a goal of giving a compliment to one person or encouraging one person in every period? That would make your day a lot more exciting. Not only would you encourage people, but it would come back to you and people would want to be your friend. Another reason is a lack of goals and purpose. Life has meaning and purpose when we strive for meaningful goals. And a lot of people just don't have goals or don't use their free time to set goals. And we're going to talk about setting goals a little bit later. Another reason, number 5, is we're not connected to God. Check out this verse. Proverbs 14:14 says, even the backslider gets bored of himself. A backslider is someone who's going backward from God. So we're going either forward to God or backward to God. We're never the same. So someone's who's ignoring God or drifting from God, they get bored of themselves stuff. And so it's important that we be growing in the Lord. So here is 4 ways we can deal with boredom. The first one is use your free time to go closer to God. Ephesians 5:15 says, make the most of your time because the days are evil. The days of evil means if you do nothing, you go downhill. Just like physically, if you don't exercise, you get out of shape. Character-wise and spiritually in our relationship with God, unless we're intentional to put positive things in our lives daily and feed our minds daily with positive things, we go downhill because our pop culture is broken, our world is broken, and people just naturally go downhill. And the Bible says, don't fill up time, don't kill time, make the most of your time. So I'm a negative person, I'm a lazy person, I'm a procrastinator, but I really try to overcome this and put positive things in my mind. So I try to train my mind when I have free time, just not relax and be entertained. I'm the center of the universe, make me comfortable. I think, what can I do that's profitable? Can I spend time with God? Maybe do a YouVersion Bible plan and write in my journal, or review my journal, or read a book that's inspiring, or clean my room, or do something productive, or contact a person, or go out and pick dog poop up in the backyard. But it's something that's productive. And then at the end of the day, after I've done different accomplished things, I have a sense of satisfaction and I relax more in the evening and I feel a lot better about myself. Set goals. Goals add meaning and purpose in life. Set spiritual goals, set mental goals for academics, social goals for friends and relatives, and physical fitness goals, but most important, spiritual goals to grow closer to God. Lesson 27 was about how to do that. So I'd encourage you to go back and do that. But I set spiritual goals all the time. There's a book that impacted my life called The 13 Laws of Happiness. And one of the 13 laws is achieving goals, that you have short-term, medium, and long-range goals and stuff. And when you achieve something, whether it's mowing the lawn or cleaning the room or achieving a spiritual goal or a physical fitness goal, you feel good about themselves or reaching out to someone. Like if you went to Agape House or collected canned foods for a canned food drive, I mean, you would feel good about yourself. And so it's just really important to set goals. When I was in college, I would get bored really easy. Like, not in college, excuse me, when I was graduated from college, I got my teaching job. I got my 3 paychecks for the summer, and you don't have to work. And so I got bored really easy, all this free time, even though I could do anything I wanted. And so I read in this book that the way to overcome boredom is to set goals. And I found out, man, that's one of the keys to happiness. Well, I'll tell you what, some of the keys to happiness are not: being lazy, being self-centered, just seeking comfort all the time. And so, man, set those goals, spiritual goals. The third thing is think about other people more than yourself. Don't, Philippians 4:2-3, do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility, with humility in mind, consider others as more important than yourself. And don't think about yourself, think about other people and meeting their needs. This one guy went to the pastor for counseling. That's what pastors do. They do a lot of counseling during the week when they're not working on their sermons. And he said, I'm really depressed. I really need help. And so the pastor said, well, I have an appointment right now. Can you come with me to the hospital? So he went to the hospital and he visited people and stuff. And then he came back and gave him some counseling. And he goes, well, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And the pastor said, and so meet me in 2 weeks. And so while the pastor was gone for the 2 weeks, the person that was depressed went to the hospital and visited those same people. And the pastor got back into town. He called them up and he said, hey, when you want to get together, I'm back in town. Because I'm too busy. I don't have time. I got to go to the hospital and visit people. Once he got his eyes off himself and started meeting the needs of other people, he wasn't lonely anymore and he wasn't bored anymore. Bethlehem Hamilton, who got her arm bit off by the shark, the surfer, she was, of course, that was a real trial. She overcame it and started to see it as a platform. But she went to a third world country who had a tsunami that kind of wiped out their coast, and they went there as a mission trip to help people. And she was really depressed, didn't want to go on the trip with her arm missing. And she started to see the needs of other people and all the hurt, and she got eyes off herself, and it was really helpful to her. Okay, here is a video about focusing on other people.
That kid, every time I'm pulling out, he's right there. Man, someone needs to talk to his parents if they're ever home. What is it with the traffic today? It's always, every day, this intersection's always crap. I hate pulling out of here. We need some of these dumb roads. Oh, there's... Okay, so I'm not even here. Right. Great, lady. The princess of parking. Sure. Take the spot. Way to be considerate. Oh, kidding me? Unbelievable. Oh. Thank you, man. About time. Let's see, what do I want? Yeah, can I add a cookie to that order? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, John. The world, I'm sure you need your cookie. The world, your oyster, and he's serving your cookie. Thank you so much. I'll take it for you. Yeah, I'll call the Jeff Montiano. Yeah, sure, no problem. It's really fine. And it might take a few minutes here. We've got quite a line, obviously, and thanks for your patience. Great. Yeah, great. Great for me. Winning again. Unbelievable. What? What? What is that? What in the world? Oh. What am I supposed to do? How can I do anything about that? Can I even help with that? I don't. Your copy, sir. I can't take this anymore. I gotta get out of here. Hey, what? buddy, come here.
Okay, that was a great example of a guy focusing on himself, being in a bad mood, kind of bored with life. And he started seeing the needs of other people and their hurt and reached out to them, and his whole perspective was different. Um, so, on the fourth and final is this live a life of joy. Jesus first, others second, and yourself third. When you just live for yourself, life becomes kind of a meaningless routine. When you live for God, it's an exciting adventure. He has meaning and purpose in life, and he can do things beyond what you ever can compare. He has surprises for you every day. He has excitement for you every day. So a quick review here. Causes unrealistic expectations. Life's not about constant entertainment and comfort. We're addicted to electronic stimulus, and we've got to kind of fight that. Naturally, we're just self-centered, focusing on ourselves. We lack goals and purpose in life, and we're not right with God. And so we need to get to use our time, our free time, as opportunities to get closer to God. And this whole virus thing is just a real opportunity to draw close to God and set goals, mental goals, physical goals, social goals, but most important, spiritual goals, and make that a priority. And think about other people instead of yourself, meeting those needs. We live in a broken, hurting world, and there's a lot of people with mental health issues that really need our encouragement, and live a lifestyle of joy. Jesus first, others second, and yourself last. If you don't know Jesus Christ and you're not sure if he's in your life, just want to check up on that. God's on one side, on the right side, we're on the left side. We're separated by sin. We try to reach God through good works, religion, philosophy, morality, but we can't. No matter how good we are, how much we go to church, we can't reach God. But it's the free gift of Jesus Christ dying for our sins that we cross that bridge. I did that when I was 16 years old on June 24th. Even though I'd been going to church and I tried to be good all the time, I thought I could earn my way to heaven by good works and church attendance. But no, it was a free gift of God. Then I want to serve him out of gratitude. So I just said, Jesus, come into my life. I want to follow you. I want to live for you. And it's the best decision I ever made in my life. It gives me peace, forgiveness, abundant life, and a full life. And so if you haven't done that, man, I just pray, Jesus, come into my life. I want to follow you. Forgive me my sins. Thank you for dying for me. Thank you for coming into my life. Take some time to write in your journal. What did God say to you? What are some triggers to remind you how to apply this lesson in your life? I really want to encourage you guys to set spiritual goals and do something every day to make yourself closer to God. Do something every day to encourage another Christian. Do something every day to reach out to a hurting person and make a difference in the world. And your life will be a much more exciting adventure.